everybody, welcome to our 30-day BodyTalk Cortices technique tapping challenge. This is day 19 into our 30-day, and I hope you're progressing well. I hope you're tapping your cortices twice a day, and I hope you've been having some changes by this time. If you'd like to leave me a comment and let me know how it's been for you, please feel free to leave me a comment under whichever video. And also feel free to share this technique with everybody. And this is really a stress relief technique that has no side effects, and it's to help us through this difficult time. People who are feeling depressed, anxious, worried, sad. So BodyTalk Cortices can really help to reconnect the circuits within the brain, and communication between the body mind that gets compromised when we are under stress. And we will see better benefits if you tap this technique long term. So I'm doing this for 30 days so we can actually get the hang of it, and but build up that routine to keep tapping the cortices even after the 30 days are over. It does take 21 to 30 days for our brain to really get used to changes, to repetitive habits. And so the 30 days will actually make sure that we are used to and made the BodyTalk Cortices tapping a routine. So keep going, and hopefully it's going to be much more beneficial for you then. For those who do not know me, my name, as I said, is Adriana Barros. I am a certified BodyTalk practitioner, and the BodyTalk system I've been practicing for a little over 7 years now, and the benefits of receiving BodyTalk sessions are great, and that's what drew me into it. After being treated for many years with the holistic and Western medicine therapies, I just was overwhelmed by the amount of therapies that I was receiving at a time, as well as the amount of money that I was spending, and not really seeing major changes in my health. It was maintenance, basically, what I was receiving, and I had a few issues going on. Emotional, psychological, physical, and once I stepped into the BodyTalk world, changes started happening fairly quickly. I start clearing a lot of boiled up emotions that I had, and things start rolling from there. Within a year, I started attending BodyTalk courses, and in 2 years I got certified. So it is really a system that is available to everybody who would like to enroll and to start, not only receiving the benefits, but also practicing it if you're interested. So it's open to everybody. You don't need to have a medical background in order to be in it. I personally work with people and animals, hands-on or remotely, and people from anywhere on the planet can receive the benefits from BodyTalk. BodyTalk really is designed to reconnect the brain and the body, to make sure that everything is in sync, and clear the emotions that we bottle up, and we did through energies that we start using in our daily lives, interactions, dynamics with people, things, places, situations that usually when attached to something negative, emotion, trauma, fear, phobia, start getting stored in our body mind, and usually they get stored in our subconscious connective tissues, and with time, if they don't get it clear, they start developing diseases in our physical body. And that is the whole purpose of start receiving BodyTalk, which is a natural, non-invasive therapy, and it can usually be used as a solo system, or can also be used as a support system. So if you are receiving other types of healing, even Western or Eastern medicine related, or taking medication, you don't not you do not have to stop taking whatever you're taking or whatever you're doing at a time. Just keep receiving it, but get the BodyTalk in order to receive that support and start clearing things in your body mind, toxins from medication, from substance that we take, even water, hydration. You can drink gallons of water throughout your day and still be dehydrated. So in BodyTalk, we can make sure that the water that you intake is going to the different body parts, organ systems, endocrines, and everything is hydrated. And that's important. And it's important for us to have clear thinking and even the proper health, functioning over the different body parts within us. Also, it is important to make sure that if you're receiving BodyTalk, that you tap your cortices along with it. And that's why I'm showing the technique today, because this is like a homework that I pass on to my clients so they can it can speed up the healing process through a BodyTalk session, and that way you start seeing the benefits of the session much faster. And there are like a lot of benefits from receiving BodyTalk. BodyTalk is used also to connect with the clear the imbalances provoked by stress-related diseases, and so is the cortices. And if you talk about stress-related diseases, we can talk about heart condition, diabetes, high blood pressure, Crohn's disease, MS, all kinds of immune disorders, like I mentioned, infertility, fatigue, and hormone imbalances as well. Even digestive disorders. These are the diseases that actually most kill on the planet these days. And it's not only important having a healthy life, but a healthy diet, making sure that you're eating a plant-based diet, number one, and also receiving a non-invasive therapy and releasing really the toxins through your body that we ingest or we've taken from vaccines or from foods, from medications. It's really important to flush those out, and BodyTalk has the tools to do that. Vaccines, for example, if you take them, they stay in your body forever. They don't get flushed out. If you receive chemotherapy, it's the same. It can kill the brain cells, but the cancer cells, but it can actually develop more cancer cells in the future. And BodyTalk releases and flushes out those cancer cells. So yes, and BodyTalk is preventive medicine as well. So even if you're healthy, if you receive a BodyTalk session on and off, it is important for you to not be sick in the future. So if you want to really save money with your health and save money on medication, it's really important. Like it happened to me, I was spending about $400 a month, give or take, on different therapies. And after BodyTalk came into my life, I was receiving maybe a BodyTalk session a month, or maybe two. So yes, so the costs got cut in half, or more than half. When it gets to the point that your body starts healing, then you can just receive sporadic sessions and it's not a biggie. Also, I work on animals, as I mentioned, and animals can be worked hands on the surrogate, which is usually the caregiver of the animal, or I can just do a distance session altogether. Okay, so let's jump into the session. Please share this technique with whoever you find that can benefit from it, which is everybody. Everybody needs to really lower their stress levels so they do not get sick, and really get rid of this fear, phobia that's hanging in the air regarding what's going on the planet. So it's necessary for people who are living in the same environment, working from home, all these interactions that being forced or avoided upon us. It's really a brain balance technique. It's really about being able to cope with what's going on in our environment, and that's why it's important to learn this one. Okay, so Pick either hand. We're gonna place one on the very back of the skull. Fingers are close together like this, and the free hand is gonna be doing the tapping of the three brains. We tap on the head, on the heart, on the enteric brain, around the navel area, and that's to activate these three brains and tell them that changes are going to take place right now, which is why we tap the head. We tap on the heart brain to tell it to store the memories of these changes, and on the enteric brain to tell it to decide to heal. So along with that, we're going to take deep breathing. So take deep breaths, and it's 2 full breaths for the tapping that we're doing, each hand position. It does not matter how many times you're tapping. It's really about taking deep breaths and breathing for 2 full breaths. Go up another hand position when you're done. Make sure you leave no spaces between the two. And we are covering every single brain position this way, and every single brain position has a lot of different functions inside our brain, which will affect our physical, emotional bodies immensely. So that's why it's important to activate every single one of them. And the deep breathing is going to do the scanning, and inhaling, we're going to get in touch with our energy, with ourselves, with life. And when we let go and exhale, we're letting go of what we're clearing, what doesn't serve us anymore. When you get to the top, you can tap on top of the hand, or you can move it over and tap. It's your choice. Then we cover the front of the forehead, and that is our thinking brain, where we store our thoughts, our processing of information. And then the limbic brain. So the emotional brain needs to be covered as well. And that's to calm us down. Connect and tap the other side. So this way we've covered the whole brain, okay? And you can do this on children, you can do this on animals, and do it daily, twice a day, to start seeing results, or as many times as you need. And leave me a comment under this video or whichever video where you experienced some change, and let me know how it's going for you. Okie doke, I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Take care.